A Season of Us. Chapter 1. The First Snow. Claire had always loved the quiet of winter. The snow muffled the chaos of the city. And for a while, everything felt still, like the world was holding its breath. She was walking home from the bookstore where she worked. Scarf wrapped high, breath forming little clouds in the cold air. She turned the corner and collided with someone. Books flew. Apologies followed. "I'm so sorry," the stranger said, bending down to gather her fallen novels. He looked up with a lopsided grin. "Didn't mean to ambush you with snow and gravity." Claire laughed despite herself. "No worries. You saved the books. That's what counts." He handed her the last one, pausing to read the title. The Art of Loving. He raised an eyebrow. "Good choice." Claire blushed. "It's for a friend." "Of course," he teased, eyes twinkling. "I'm Ethan." And just like that, winter wasn't so cold anymore. Chapter 2. Pages and Coffee. Ethan became a regular at the bookstore. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. sharp. He would appear, sometimes pretending to browse, sometimes genuinely interested in the new arrivals. Eventually, they started sharing coffee after her shift, talking about everything and nothing. Claire learned he was a photographer, traveling the world but always coming back to the same city. He said it grounded him. She didn't know yet that the grounding force was becoming her. Chapter 3. Confessions in Spring. By the time the snow melted and cherry blossoms bloomed, they were inseparable, but neither of them had said the words out loud. One April evening, as they walked through the park, Ethan stopped. "I was supposed to leave next week," he said quietly. Claire froze. "Are you?" He looked at her, eyes full of something deep and terrifying. "Not if you ask me to stay." Claire's heart beat so fast she thought he could hear it. "Stay." He smiled, stepped closer, and touched her cheek. "That's all I needed to hear." And under a sky painted with spring stars, he kissed her for the first time. Chapter 4. The Years Between. They had fights. They had bad days, but they also had Sunday pancakes, midnight dances in the kitchen, and thousands of Polaroids documenting a love that only grew stronger. Ethan proposed in the same park, 5 years later, beneath the same cherry blossom tree. Chapter 5. Always. It was winter again. Claire looked out the window as the first snow began to fall. She turned to Ethan, now her husband, as he held their daughter in his arms, telling her a bedtime story. The world was quiet. The snow fell like a promise. And Claire smiled, knowing love was not just a season, it was forever.
A Letter in the Rain. It was a rainy afternoon when Emma found an old, unopened letter tucked inside a second-hand book she had just bought. The handwriting was neat, the paper slightly yellowed with time. Curiosity took over, and she began to read. To the one who finds this letter. If fate has brought you to these words, then maybe, just maybe, you're the one I've been waiting for. I wrote this on a rainy day, hoping someone would one day read it and feel the same longing I do. If you believe in destiny, meet me at the old bookshop on the corner of Maple Street. Every Sunday at 4 p.m. A believer in love. Emma smiled. It was silly, but something about it felt real. The next Sunday, umbrella in hand, she stood outside the bookshop, heart racing. Just as she was about to leave, a voice behind her said, "You found my letter." She turned around. There he was, kind eyes, drenched in rain, smiling like he had waited forever. And from that rainy day on, their story began.